Bryan, let's just have a look at weekend fixture just gone. Massive game, it was said by both managers, wasn't it? But did the game live up to expectations and hopes, do you think?
I don't think the first half did, but second half was a typical Liverpool Man United game. But everybody at Manchester United knew that it was going to be a tough game. Liverpool have proved that over the last 2 years especially. I know they've won the last 3 years, but the last 2 years they were really up for the game and they made it really difficult for United and beat them on both occasions. So you've got to look back and say, with all the changes that Sir Alex made, I think it's not a bad result at the end of the season. That you'll look back and you'll say, that was a good point at Anfield.
Because they've had some bad results at Anfield, haven't they? Let's face it, recently.
Yeah, they have. That's why I say, and you've got to try and stop the rot when that happens. And the lads at least did that, especially going a goal down as well to come back and equalise. Like I say, I think that's a good point.
Let's throw it ahead to next weekend, another massive game in the Premier League. Man City, sitting above Manchester United. What do you make of it?
No, well, City are going great, and so they should be. They've got some top players now within the club. Everybody talks about the financial backing, but Roberto Mancini's done very well. He's built a decent squad. And they're a strong, powerful team, and I think them and Chelsea are going to be pushing United for the title this year. So that's going to be a tough game, but United at home have been unbelievable over the last season and then the start of this season. So what we'll be looking for is to keep that type of form going at Old Trafford. But we know it'll be a tough game, but it'll also be a tough game for City.
After a couple of games, I think a lot of onlookers were looking at United and thinking, the title's theirs. But I think everybody who knows anything knows the Barclays Premier League isn't quite like that.
No, it's like you play against Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, and the lads play really well, get great results where people just don't expect to beat them by 2-3 goals and more. But then you go to Stoke City, and now you have your toughest game of the season where you could easily get beat. And that's what the Premiership's all about. You can never underestimate anybody, and at Old Trafford, we don't. I think the manager has the players show everybody respect because it's going to be a tough game. So it's a long season, and like I say, for me, I think Chelsea and Man City will push Manchester United all the way this year.
Talk about the manager. I mean, he seems to have assembled another batch and brought through another crop of players who already look like Manchester United players, don't they? They look almost settled.
Yeah, I think what the boss will be pleased about is that, won the championship last year, and people like Smalling and Johnny Evans, they've been part of the setup while they've won a championship. But I don't think he could believe that his signings like Ashley Young, Phil Jones, De Gea have come in and settled in so quickly. Phil Jones looks as if he's going to be a top player. Ashley Young we knew about from Villa anyway. But I think Danny Welbeck and Cleverley, with them two coming through the ranks as well, went out on loan, got the experience behind them. They're looking really good this season as well. So there's a lot of good things in the squad at the moment at United.